What's up, guys? It's Hardcore Crypto here. In this video, we shall be taking a good look at Bitcoin. With the look of things, we could see that Bitcoin is still doing very well. There was a lot of volatility yesterday due to some fundamental reasoning. So, the Bitcoin still managed to recover. You could see gold right here is actually still bearish as ever, and with the look of things, like I said, gold is most likely going to be heading towards this level at 4,800 level. And if you look at the S&P 500, the S&P 500 kind of recovered, and from the 4 hours time frame on the S&P 500, you could see the S&P 500 kind of went against my prediction. Like it actually invalidated my prediction, because I made it known to us that when we get to this resistance right here, we're most likely going to break below this level, as it has been getting rejected from that level. But this time around it broke from there. It even found support around that level, and with a good confirmation candle. So with the look of things, if the S&P 500 decides to be bullish today, when the FOMC meeting starts and it ends up being bullish during the FOMC and after the FOMC meeting, then we should probably be expecting the S&P 500 to rally all the way to 6,900 level. Now this brings me back to Bitcoin right here. So as you can see from the weekly time frame right here on Bitcoin, we could see that Bitcoin has been doing very well. I don't know why this is kind of taking long. So sorry for the delay. If you look at things right here, we could see clearly that Bitcoin is doing very well by holding support around this level at the $65,000, which is very, very good. And even as much as we've not broken below that level, it's every sign that Bitcoin is doing very well right now. It's holding on very well, much more than the S&P 500. So you could see clearly right here that there is some level of resistance right here. And also, let's not also forget the fact that that this was a head and shoulder pattern. I think that was a very long time I made a video on this, letting us know that there is a head and shoulder pattern forming around here. I guess this was a head and shoulder pattern right here, and this might be there might be a possibility that we are most likely going to retest this level, then we'll end up dropping further. Because if we end up taking a good look at this head and shoulder pattern right here, you could see clearly right here that the target is actually going to be around here at 48,700. So you could see we still got a downside. We still got some downside to cover, roughly 33% or to probably 40% to the downside, before we could say, okay, maybe this is the bottom, I guess, or we could still drop even lower. Because if you look at my other Bitcoin chart from the weekly time frame, I think it's the weekly time frame or the monthly, you could see it clearly right here that we have so many levels to use as support. Because the first level you could see right here, which we could use as support, is probably this level right here at maybe 54,000 level, which is less likely going to be the final bottom for Bitcoin. So I would say we should be looking at $33,000, $36,000, $35,000. This should be a very good area for us to be accumulating Bitcoin, because this is most likely where Bitcoin will be bottoming out, left to me. So I think this is basically all we need to have in mind for now. So back to where we currently are right now, we could see that the target from that head and shoulders is definitely going to be around here as 49,000 all the way down to $46,000. Just wanted us to have that at the back of our mind. So right now, back to where we currently are, you could see clearly right here that Bitcoin has retested this level at 65,000, and if we are going to be breaking above this level at 78,300 or 400 level, I do not know. But if we end up getting rejected from there, we are most likely going to be heading towards the downside, just like the lower lows we've been getting, or should I say the bear flag patterns that we've been getting around this level. So I think if this is what is most likely going to be playing for Bitcoin, I would say that we are most likely going to be expecting Bitcoin to drop all the way, because I would say for the meantime, if Bitcoin should break below this area at 65,000, like I've always say, once Bitcoin breaks below 65,000, we should definitely be expecting Bitcoin to drop as low as this. I don't know why this is actually not so sorry about that. I'm trying as much as I can to pick this up very well. Oh my goodness, this is very very messed up. So I'll probably pause. So sorry about that embarrassing moment. You could see clearly right here that the moment Bitcoin breaks below this area of support right here, we are most likely going to see Bitcoin dropping as low as we are definitely going to see Bitcoin dropping as low as $34,000. That is very crazy, and you can see that was basically what I said on this other chart, whereby if we break below this level, we are most likely going to be heading all the way down to, if not 32,000, we are most likely going to be heading towards 35 to 32, $33,000. So that is definitely all you definitely need to know, because right now we have a major resistance right here, and apart from this resistance, we also have a bear flag pattern, whereby if we break below that level, we are heading all the way down to 35 to 32,000 dollars. That is basically all I can say, guys. If you do enjoy this video, subscribe, turn on post notification, smash that like button, and share this video with your friends, guys. Do not forget that the FOMC meeting is today, and the market will still remain volatile. Regardless of how volatile the markets will be, these levels that I spoke about or I talked about in this video, they are still very much valid, and they should be taken seriously, or this level should be you should definitely watch out for this level. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.